On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Garrison.
A group of soldiers stationed to defend a town or fort.
Examples:
Garrison troops. Reinforce a garrison. They formed a vast garrison to withstand an assault.
Parish.
A territorial division of a diocese, having its church and member of the clergy, typically for administrative and community purposes.
Examples:
Parish church. Civil parish. The parish council met monthly to discuss community issues and plan events.
County.
An administrative division of a country or state, typically one of several comprising a larger division.
Examples:
County seat. Throughout the county. The county's population has been increasing rapidly in recent years.
Carol.
A song or hymn typically sung at Christmas, often with a joyful or celebratory theme.
Examples:
Christmas carol. Sing a carol. I love the sound of carols playing in the background while we decorate the Christmas tree.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
Church bell. Small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Meditation.
The act of focusing one's mind on a particular object or thought, activity to train attention and achieve a mentally clear and emotionally calm and stable state.
Examples:
Meditation training. Religious meditation. The meditation instructor guided the group through the relaxation and breathing exercises.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sights are within walking distance.
Lord.
A person who has general authority, control, or power over others, a man of noble rank or high office. A young lord. Lord of castle. The feudal lord had ruled the land for many years.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Redeem.
To compensate for the faults or bad aspects of something, to regain possession or assume ownership of something by paying a sum of money or fulfilling a condition, to rescue or save someone from a difficult or hopeless situation.
Examples:
Redeem a coupon. Redeem a government bond. He tried to redeem himself by volunteering at the local charity after his mistakes.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Blueprint.
A photographic print of an early plan for a building or machine.
Examples:
Blueprint for economic reform. Architect's blueprint. A business plan is a blueprint for your success.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Tactics.
The methods or strategies used to achieve a specific goal or outcome, particularly in the context of military, business, or sports.
Examples:
Blitz tactics. Political tactics. The marketing team developed new tactics to boost sales.
Healing.
The process of becoming or making somebody or something well again.
Examples:
Natural healing ability. Part of the healing process. Each ancient tribe has its healing traditions.
Navigate.
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
Navigate the Pacific. navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Slavery.
The practice or system of owning, buying, and selling people as property and forcing them to work.
Examples:
slavery labor. Institution of slavery. The abolition of slavery in the United States was a major achievement in the fight for human rights.
Sponsor.
To provide funds for a particular event, program, individual, etc., as a way of advertising.
Examples:
sponsor a contest. Sponsor a local group. Our company sponsors numerous disabled athletes.
Discriminate.
To treat a person or particular group of people worse or better than another, especially in an unfair way, to recognize or perceive the difference between people or things.
Examples:
discriminate against women employees. Discriminate between different things. You should not discriminate against minorities.
Footstep.
A step, or the sound generated by a person walking when their foot hits the ground.
Examples:
footsteps in the corridor. Approaching footsteps. The sound of oncoming footsteps grew louder, closer.
Forebear.
An ancestor or a precursor.
Examples:
a forebear of one of the tribes. Forebear predecessor. His forebear was one of the first settlers in the area.
Legend.
An old story that may or may not be accurate regarding some persons and events, a well-known person who is admired by others for a long time, particularly in a particular field.
Examples:
basketball legend. Legend of King Arthur. Many of the legends of the famous general came about hundreds of years after his death.
Single-handed.
Done or accomplished by one person alone.
Examples:
single-handed responsibility. Single-handed victory. He started a single-handed project to earn additional money.
Voter.
A person who votes or has a legal right to vote in a political election.
Examples:
an eligible voter. Voter apathy. The election administration nullified the election results because of voter fraud.
Inspiring.
Stimulating and motivating you to want to do something.
Examples:
Inspiring stories. Awe-inspiring sight. An inspiring teacher might spark students' motivation to succeed.
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples.
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Lace.
A delicate fabric made of interlacing thread or other material, a cord used to fasten or adorn clothing, often with a pattern of holes or spaces, a decorative netting or interlaced design.
Examples.
Lace curtains. Lace trim. She wore a beautiful dress with delicate lace detailing.
Sneak.
To go somewhere, or take someone or something somewhere secretly or stealthily. To steal or do something secretly or stealthily.
Examples.
Sneak a cigarette. Sneak out of danger. The children tried to sneak out and eat the candy.
Transformation.
A complete change in form, nature, or appearance of someone or something.
Examples.
The transformation of a tadpole into a frog. Cast a transformation spell. Understanding unitary transformations of a normal matrix require considerable mathematical sophistication.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples.
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples.
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Pajama.
A pair of loose pants with a matching top, worn for sleeping or lounging.
Examples.
Care pajama. Pajama pants. My little sister loves to have pajama parties with her friends on the weekends.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples.
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Spam.
Unwanted email, usually of advertising material, sent out in bulk.
Examples.
Receive a spam email. Anti-spam technology. You can remove spam messages with special software.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Grant.
To agree to give or allow somebody.
Examples:
Grant a new license. Grant a land. The chairperson granted him the right to speak.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Obesity.
The condition of being significantly overweight, typically defined as having a body mass index, BMI, of 30 or greater.
Examples:
Obesity-related diseases. Suffer from obesity. The prevalence of obesity has increased significantly in recent years.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Laden.
Heavily loaded or burdened.
Examples:
A laden ship. Water-laden soil. The traffic-laden street was gridlocked during rush hour, with cars moving at a snail's pace.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Stove.
A kitchen appliance consisting of a flat top, usually with heating elements, used for cooking food.
Examples:
Stovetop. Hot stove. I made dinner on the stove using a pot and a pan.
Precision.
The quality or condition of being exact and accurate.
Examples:
A precision instrument. Speak with precision. This operation requires both patience and precision.
Legendary.
Famous or well-known, especially through long-standing popular stories or tradition.
Examples:
Legendary actor. Achieve a legendary status. The legendary stories of King Arthur have been passed down for centuries.
Laughter.
The act or sound of laughing.
Examples:
Laughter all around. Bring laughter. Some doctor says laughter is the best medicine.
Curse.
A rude or offensive word or an expression that is not polite and shows that you are very angry.
Examples:
Under a curse. Few curse words. Many autocratic policies became a curse for that country's economy.
Peach.
Juicy, sweet fruit with fuzzy, pinkish yellow skin, a person or thing that is particularly pleasing or attractive.
Examples:
Peach cobbler. Juicy peaches. The peach tree in my backyard produced a bountiful harvest this year.
Cobbler.
A person who makes or repairs shoes, a type of dessert made with fruit and a crumbly topping.
Examples:
Cobbler's wax. Peach cobbler. The cobbler's shop was located on Main Street and was open 7 days a week.
Grandchild.
A child of someone's son or daughter.
Examples:
Grandchild-grandparent relationship. Grandchild development. The grandparents take care of their grandchild while the parents are at work.
Prioritize.
To assign a higher level of importance to something compared to other things.
Examples:
Prioritize tasks. Prioritize people over cars. The organization prioritized the needs of the community in its decision-making.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Celebrated.
Renowned for possessing admirable attributes.
Examples:
Celebrated artist. Celebrated paper. 3 celebrated tenors performed during the president's inauguration.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Graduate.
A person who has a first degree from university or college. Verb, to complete the first course of university or college and get a degree.
Examples:
Graduate degree program. Honor graduate. Many employers hire graduate trainees to train as managers.
Beloved.
Loved very much.
Examples:
Beloved author. Beloved by many people. I am here to save my beloved.
Chronic.
Being long-lasting and recurrent or characterized by long suffering, habitual.
Examples:
Risk of chronic disease. Chronic alcohol consumption. Chronic hyperglycemia is a trigger for a variety of serious diseases.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Stare.
To gaze or look fixedly and intently at someone or something, often in a questioning, curious, or suspicious manner. Noun, a fixed, intense, and prolonged gaze or look.
Examples:
Stare blankly. Give a menacing stare. He couldn't help but stare at the beautiful sunset over the ocean.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Alarming.
Causing concern or apprehension, causing a feeling of danger, harm, or emergency, unsettling or disturbing.
Examples:
Alarming news. Alarming statistics. The sudden rise in crime rates in our neighborhood is quite alarming.
Diabetes.
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
Juvenile diabetes. Diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Diet.
The food and drink that a person, animal, or community eats and drinks regularly, a legislative assembly in certain countries, for example, Japan.
Examples:
Eat a vegetarian diet. Diet approval. A balanced diet is more important for health than supplements.
Hike.
A long walk or journey, especially for pleasure or exercise, an increase in cost.
Examples:
Go on a hike. A hike in prices. The family decided to hike in the mountains to enjoy the beautiful scenery.
Dial.
To adjust or set the controls of a machine or device by turning a controller called dial. Noun, a disc on a telephone that is rotated a fixed distance for each number called.
Examples:
Dial up the volume. Dial down the tension. He dialed the phone number and waited for an answer.
Rally.
A public meeting of a group of people intended to arouse enthusiasm.
Examples:
Rally in front of the embassy. The preliminary rally. There was a massive police presence at the anti-government rally.
Obese.
Excessively overweight, particularly to the point of being a serious health risk, having a body mass index, BMI, of 30 or more.
Examples:
Obese individuals. Obese children. The doctor warned him that his obese condition put him at risk for numerous health problems.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Cigarette.
A small cylindrical roll of finely cut tobacco leaves wrapped in paper for smoking.
Examples:
A mild cigarette. A cigarette case. He lit a cigarette and leaned against the wall.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Jersey.
A knitted garment typically made of wool or cotton, worn as a shirt or pullover.
Examples:
Jersey material. Fabric of the jersey. I always wear my favorite basketball player's jersey to the games.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Intervention.
The action or process of being done to improve or help a circumstance, often they have not been asked to do so.
Examples.
Intervention by foreign powers. Surgical intervention. This intervention does not require the patient's consent.
Skinny.
Having a very thin or slim body, referring to clothing that is tightly fitting and reveals the shape of the body, referring to information or details that are kept secret or confidential.
Examples.
Skinny jeans. Skinny finger. His mom was always concerned about his skinny frame and encouraged him to eat more.
Jean.
A sturdy cotton twill fabric, typically blue, used for jeans and other clothing.
Examples.
A jean skirt. Jean denim. She wore her favorite pair of jeans to the party.
Acknowledge.
To accept or admit the existence, reality, or truth of something. To accept that someone or something has a particular authority or quality. To express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for someone's help, commitment, etc.
Examples.
Acknowledge the deed. Acknowledge his help. He never acknowledged his fault.
Trauma.
An emotional wound or shock often has long-lasting effects caused by a highly upsetting or shocking experience.
Examples.
Psychic trauma. Trauma care. Many civilians have suffered trauma as a result of the war.
Belly.
The front part of the body below the chest, containing the stomach and bowels, the rounded or curved part of an object, such as a ship or aircraft.
Examples.
The belly of the ship. With an empty belly. She had a tattoo just above her belly button.
Embedded.
Fixed firmly into the surface of something.
Examples.
Embedded systems. LED embedded glass. The embedded chip in my credit card allows me to make contactless payments.
Medication.
A drug or other form of medicine that treats, prevents, or alleviates the symptoms of the disease.
Examples.
Antibiotic medication. Medication by mouth. The pharmacist not only prescribes the medication but also guides its proper use.
Pharmaceutical.
Relating to the production and selling of the medical drugs.
Examples.
Major pharmaceutical companies. Commercial pharmaceutical products. She gave money to help set up a pharmaceutical laboratory.
Congest.
To make something blocked or crowded so as to hinder or prevent freedom of movement or flow of liquid.
Examples:
congest in a vein, congest a highway. The roads to the airport were heavily congested.
Systemic.
Affecting or related to the whole of something, especially the human body or a society.
Examples:
the systemic arteries, systemic reforms of the organization. This vaccine causes mild systemic side effects.
Racism.
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people based on their membership in a particular ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Examples:
systemic racism, research on anti-racism. The school's lack of diversity was a clear indication of the racism present in the community.
Divest.
To strip or rid oneself of something, to deprive or dispossess someone of a possession, title, or right.
Examples:
divest assets, divest from fossil fuels. The company decided to divest its holdings in the fossil fuel industry.
Predatory.
Living by eating other animals, especially by catching prey that is still alive.
Examples:
a predatory bird, predatory warfare. The domesticated cat still has its predatory instincts.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
crack an eggshell, a crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Cocaine.
A highly addictive stimulant drug that is derived from the leaves of the coca plant, often used recreationally for its euphoric effects, but also used in medicine as a local anesthetic and vasoconstrictor.
Examples:
powder cocaine, cocaine overdose. The drug dealer was arrested for possession of cocaine.
Epidemic.
The widespread outbreak of a particular disease in a large number of people at the same time.
Examples:
a worldwide epidemic, health epidemic. The disease is now reaching epidemic proportions in our country.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
a mass of molten rock, critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Incarceration.
The state of being confined in prison or jail.
Examples:
mass incarceration, incarceration rates. The judge sentenced him to 5 years of incarceration for embezzlement.
Buckle.
To bend out of shape, as under pressure or from heat. Noun, a device used for fastening two loose ends of a belt or strap.
Examples:
Buckle down to study. Buckle shoe. The severe heat wave buckled railway tracks.
Lifeline.
A line, rope, or cable used to support or rescue a person in danger or distress, vital or necessary support, connection, or source of help.
Examples:
Lifeline support. Emotional lifeline. My best friend has been my lifeline throughout all of my hardships.
Norman.
Relating to or characteristic of the Normans, a people who originally came from Normandy, France, and who had a significant impact on the history and culture of Britain and other European countries. The term can also refer to a style of architecture or art that developed during the Norman period.
Examples:
Norman Cathedral. Norman invasion. The Norman architecture in the Old City was a sight to behold.
Grief.
A very great sadness, especially when somebody dies.
Examples:
Have grief and sorrow. A lot of grief. Each person has a unique grief experience.
Overcome.
To succeed in controlling or dealing with something, such as a problem or difficulty, to defeat or overwhelm someone.
Examples:
Overcome opponents. Overcome all difficulties. He tried to overcome a bad reputation and win the election.
Immobilize.
To render someone or something unable to move or function normally, to restrain, inhibit, or stop.
Examples:
Immobilize the city. Immobilize our opponent. The paramedics had to immobilize the accident victim to prevent further injury during transport to the hospital.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Desegregation.
The action or process of eliminating segregation, typically of races or ethnic groups, in educational, social, or other institutions.
Examples:
Desegregation plan. Legal desegregation. Desegregation of schools was a major social issue in the 1960s.
Abandon.
To leave a place, thing, or person with no intention of returning. Noun, a feeling of extreme emotional intensity.
Examples:
Abandon a friend. Abandon the practice. The castle was abandoned several years later.
Sharecropper.
A farmer who cultivates a piece of land owned by someone else, usually in exchange for a share of the crops produced.
Examples:
sharecropper system, sharecropper labor. Many sharecroppers in the South were impoverished and trapped in a cycle of debt.
Territory:
An area under the control of a ruler or state.
Examples:
Acquire territory, territory in charge. They incorporated the conquered territory into their nation.
Flee:
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes, flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Regiment:
A large military unit, usually consisting of several battalions and commanded by a colonel or higher-ranking officer, a strict or organized system or routine.
Examples:
Logistics regiment, marching regiment. The Army regiment marched in perfect unison during the parade.
Slave:
A person who is either legally or illegally owned by someone, a person entirely dominated by some influence or a person.
Examples:
A slave of drink, a slave trader. You should work hard but not be a slave to it.
AI:
Abbreviation for artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems capable of doing activities that would ordinarily need human intelligence, such as object recognition, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation.
Examples:
AI expert. Apply AI technology to art. The evolution of processors has dramatically improved the performance of AI.
Inheritance:
The money, property, etc. that someone gives you when they die. Genetics, attributes acquired via biological heredity from ancestors.
Examples:
Paternal inheritance, inheritance tax. His vast inheritance was equitably divided among the brothers.
Scalable:
Capable of being easily expanded or increased in size, number, or scale to meet changing demands.
Examples:
Scalable solution, dynamically scalable. The company's new software is highly scalable, allowing it to handle increasing number of users.
Brink:
The point at which something is about to happen, the edge of a steep place.
Examples:
Brink of war, on the brink. We were on the brink of a financial crisis.
Environment:
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs, chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Devastation.
The act of causing great destruction or damage, often on a large scale.
Examples:
Financial devastation. Devastation to life. The economic recession caused devastation in the housing market, with many people losing their homes.
Stroke.
A medical condition in which poor blood flow to the brain causes cell death, the act of swinging or striking at a ball with a club, racket, etc.
Examples:
Suffer stroke. A stroke of the putter. This year's extreme heat has resulted in many heat stroke cases.
Alzheimer.
A neurodegenerative disease that causes memory loss, cognitive decline, and behavioral issues, is the most common cause of dementia in older adults.
Examples:
Alzheimer's brain. Alzheimer's risk factors. My grandmother has Alzheimer's disease, requires special care and attention from her caregivers.
Dementia.
A severe decline in cognitive function, especially memory, as a result of disease or injury.
Examples:
Dementia patients probably have dementia. The study found that regular exercise can help to prevent the onset of dementia in older age.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Huddle.
To crowd or press closely together, cuddle.
Examples:
Huddle in a temporary shelter. Huddle around the open fire. The children huddled together for warmth in the cold winter storm.
Basement.
A room or a part of a building that is partly or entirely below ground level.
Examples:
For basement floor. Church basement. Underground rivers flow over a basement layer that is impervious to water.
Grapevine.
A climbing plant on which grapes grow, the informal transmission of information, gossip, or rumors from person to person.
Examples:
Grapevine trellis. Office grapevine. I heard through the grapevine that they are planning to sell the company.
Salon.
A place for social gathering, especially for exchanging ideas and discussing artistic or cultural matters, a place of beauty treatment, such as a hair salon.
Examples:
Beauty salon, cultural salon. She frequented the salon for intellectual discussions and to keep up with the latest cultural trends.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
Grab an audience. Grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat?
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples:
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion.
Canvas.
Heavy, closely woven fabric used for making tents, sails, etc., and by artists for painting on.
Examples:
Blank canvas. Oil on canvas. Life is a vast canvas, and you should put as much paint on it as you can.
Drip.
To fall in drops or make it fall in drops. Noun, liquid or moisture that falls in drops.
Examples:
Drip liquid. Drip from the vicious wound. Water is dripping from the faucet.
Shore.
The land along the edge of a sea, lake, broad river, or other large body of water. Verb, to support by placing against something solid or rigid.
Examples:
A sandy shore. Shore up demand. The waves are beating against the shore.
Dirt.
Soil, dust, or any substance that makes a surface not clean, the part of the Earth's surface consisting of humus and disintegrated rock.
Examples:
Dirt road. Dirt track. The garden was filled with dirt and needed to be tilled before planting.
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Revolutionary.
Relating to or characterized by a complete or dramatic change.
Examples:
Revolutionary change. Enforce revolutionary justice. The revolutionary leader inspired others to join the fight for freedom and democracy.
Complicit.
Involved in or responsible for a wrongful or unethical act, often through inaction or silence, in cooperation with another person or group.
Examples:
Complicit behavior. Complicit in cover-up. The accomplice was complicit in the crime committed by her partner.
Takeover.
An act of taking control of something, especially the buying out of one company by another, an act of taking control of a country or an area by force.
Examples:
A takeover of a company. Consolidation takeover. The takeover deal was worth a few tens of billions of dollars.
Underreport.
To give an insufficient or incomplete account of something, often intentionally or due to negligence. To deliberately or accidentally provide less information than what is accurate or required.
Examples:
Underreport the number of employees. Underreport expenses. Some companies underreport their profits to avoid paying higher taxes.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Adopt.
To choose to follow something, to legally take a child from another family and care for them as if they were one's own.
Examples:
Adopt a child. Adopt a bill. The National Assembly has adopted the budget.
Upstate.
Relating to or located in the region that is located in the northern part of a state or country, particularly in the United States.
Examples:
Upstate Connecticut. Upstate region. He grew up in a small town in upstate New York.
Bloom.
A flower, especially one having showy or colorful parts, the best time of youth.
Examples:
Bloom in autumn. Black and white blooms. The cherry blossoms in the park were in full bloom.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe. Around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Doctrine.
A belief or set of ideas held and taught by a church, political party, or other groups.
Examples:
Religious doctrine. Doctrine of nonviolence. The church doctrine teaches that all are equal in the eyes of God.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Mountainside.
The side or slope of a mountain, often used to describe the location or position of a particular object or activity.
Examples:
Climb a mountainside. Enjoy the view from the mountainside. The hiker slipped and fell down the mountainside, injuring herself.
Indigenous.
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop. Indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Reserve.
To keep something for future use or contingency, to obtain or arrange something, such as a meeting, seat, etc., in advance.
Examples:
Reserve the right. Reserve a concert ticket. You can easily reserve seats over the telephone.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Plain.
Without being decorated in any way, noun, a vast expanse of flat land with few trees.
Examples:
Plain answer. Delta plain. The lowest lowland region is mostly flat plain.
Fort.
A military structure designed to be defended from attack.
Examples:
An isolated fort. Fort gate. The stone fort was built to protect the city from invading forces.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples:
Cross-cousin marriage. Cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Polluted.
Contaminated with harmful or poisonous substances.
Examples:
Polluted air. Cadmium polluted area. The river was polluted with chemicals, causing harm to the wildlife.
Flint.
A hard, gray stone that can produce sparks when struck with steel used historically to start fires. A type of microcrystalline quartz used for making tools, weapons, and jewelry.
Examples:
Flint tools. The flint on my lighter. The archaeologist found a flint arrowhead on the dig site.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Disconnect.
To unfasten or disjoin something, especially to break the connection between a supply of gas, water, or electricity and a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Disconnect a plug. Disconnect the water supply. She finally decided to disconnect herself from the company.
Worship.
To have or show a strong feeling of profound respect and admiration for a religious entity such as God or a god.
Examples:
Worship God. Absolutely worship. They traditionally worship their guru.
Earshot.
The distance within which a sound can be heard, the range or distance over which one can hear a sound.
Examples:
Beyond earshot. Out of earshot. I could hear the music from the concert within earshot of my home.
Reception.
The act of receiving or the state of being received, especially warmly or kindly, a formal party of people.
Examples:
A cold reception. Reception desk. The wedding reception was held in the grand ballroom of the hotel.
Brutality.
The quality or state of being cruel or savage.
Examples:
Military brutality. Brutality against civilians. The protesters were outraged by the police brutality they witnessed at the demonstration.
Sandy.
Covered with or containing sand, especially of hair color, pale yellowish to yellowish brown.
Examples:
Miles of sandy beaches. Sandy hair. The rain rapidly soaked into the sandy soil.
Bland.
Lacking in strong flavor, character, or interest, unremarkable or unexciting.
Examples:
Make a bland reply. Bland novel. The dinner was rather bland and in need of some seasoning.
Custody.
The state of being physically responsible for something or someone, especially a child, a state of being confined, usually for a short time.
Examples:
Take a person into custody. Custody arrangement. After a lengthy court battle, the child's custody was granted to the father.
Courageous.
Able to face and deal with danger or fear without flinching.
Examples:
Make a courageous decision. Courageous rescue attempt. He was a courageous soldier who had served his country with honor.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples:
Religious faith. Faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
He was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Poet.
A person who writes poetry.
Examples:
A court poet. A poet of sorts. She is a talented poet who has been recognized for her work.
Laureate.
A person who has been awarded an honor or a prize for achievement in a particular field, especially in literature or academia. A poet who is honored for achieving the highest level of excellence in a competition or for producing a lifetime body of work.
Examples:
Oscar laureate. Poet laureate. The Nobel laureate delivered an inspiring speech to the graduating class.
Gutsy.
Displaying courage, determination, or boldness, characterized by a willingness to take risks or face challenges.
Examples:
Gutsy move. Gutsy performance. It was gutsy to quit her job and start her own business.
Rhythm.
A strong, regular, repeated pattern of sounds, words, or musical notes that are used in music, poetry, and dancing.
Examples:
In samba rhythm. Irregular heart rhythm. He beat out a jazz rhythm on the cajones.
Jazz.
A type of music that originated in the African American community in the United States and that is characterized by improvisation, syncopated rhythms, and a strong emphasis on self-expression.
Examples:
Jazz club. A school jazz band. He listened to jazz music to relax after a long day at work.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Barrier.
A fence or other obstruction that makes it hard to move or get in, any condition that makes it difficult to make progress or to achieve an objective.
Examples:
Cost barrier, information barrier. The police placed a barrier across the street to halt traffic.
Reclaim.
To take back something previously lost, given, or paid, or ask to have it back.
Examples:
Reclaim a competitive position. Reclaim land from the sea. You may be entitled to reclaim some tax.